Hi, hello viewers. Welcome to CVR English. Today, on a auspicious event of budget sessions, we have very important points to speak about. There are many grants given to middle class people of this nation, and there are many options where we can explore different type of optimistic lifestyle in our daily societies. So to discuss about today's budget session, what are the pros and what are the cons of today's central budget. So let's discuss upon this topic. Today we have a guest from Congress who is Chandana Reddy and
Rachana Reddy.
We have a special guest from Congress, Rachana Reddy. She is also a student of Central University and she has been into politics from good time. There is one more guest with us joining, AAP from Abdul. So let us take the opening comments from Rachana Reddy. Hello ma'am.
Hello.
So how would you see this budget? Is this useful for the nation or it's the same way what's continuing from very long time?
So when you see before the budget, there are certain expectations from the general public and what they actually present. So when you talk about this, when a finance minister presents a budget, they have to see the growth aspect as well as the fiscal prudence aspect. So when you see in the financial year 23-24, the India's growth at this year was expected around 8.5% or 8.4%, but now the estimated growth is around 6.3% to 6.8%, which is very less. The fiscal deficit they plan to reach is around 4.5% by this year. So accordingly, they are trying to put the money in various sectors. They focus on farmers, as they say, youth or women or the poor. But what I feel is there are many aspects that they're ignoring, like the inflation aspect or the unemployment aspect, which is very important for our nation.
So there are also words that special grants were given to even ST/SC in the form of loans or in the form of subsidies.
Women belonging to SC/ST categories can become entrepreneurs who have new startups. They have been given, which is a good start to them. Also, it's actually a good pro and not a con. So I appreciate that effort.
So how much have budget we have got to Telangana especially?
Telangana, they don't specify it in the budget usually when they speak. The speech, it involves usually any coastal kind of states like Andhra Pradesh, they specify on them, but they don't talk about Telangana. Telangana actually is proposing a lot of budget, around 1.63 lakhs for, the Moosi rejuvenation project or the phase 2 of metro rail or their...
So what do you think of this Moosi project? Do BJP will accept for this Moosi thing?
It's a very good initiative by our Chief Minister Rachana Reddy, but they might not accept because it is a good thing, and why would the central government want to do something good for the Telangana state being ruled by the Congress party?
No, they have also given the spice board or the the turmeric board to Telangana. It was also a central given thing, right? How can you say that they don't care about Telangana?
That is what their actions speak. They were talking. See, GST, they've done so much in the budget, but they don't utter a single word on the GST. Our Congress had talked about the GST 2.0 in their manifesto. No single utterance on the word GST, and even cesses and surcharges. Cess is like a tax on tax. That's the most amount of income they get, and it has to be invested in a particular sector, which they are not doing. Many of the educational cess or anything or surcharges, they are just underreported, and the lot of data is being manipulated by them, and it's not even invested in the sectors they have to.
Actually, there is a thing in Telangana that many officials and MLAs, ministers, previous ex-MLAs and minister phones also were tapped by central agencies and the state agencies. What do you think of this?
If it was a true, it's not an allegation, it's a true thing. So that is what phone tapping is. The case is even still going on. So that is what I think.
One more thing, in this specified budget of today, central government has given many grants to aquaculture, which is the fishery culture. How can we see this? Does Telangana can get any benefit of it? Because Sitaka or many other leaders are distributing fishes to many of the ponds and all around Telangana. How can we see this? Can Telangana get any benefit of this aquaculture?
Yes, Telangana being mostly majoritarily dominated by the BC caste and Mudiraj and especially all that, which belong to the fisheries community. Such schemes will indeed help. If the funds are properly dispersed, it will indeed help the fishermen of the state, and we are most lookingly excited forwardly for this.
Like in this budget, there are also a few grants, like tax slab has been increased. It's now 12 lakhs where you can't pay, you are okay for not paying tax. How can we see this? Are the standards of the Indian citizen growing, or the tax burden is growing?
So when you see a general common man living in an urban area, the cost of living has increased so much.
Yes.
You want to buy basic essential goods, it's so expensive that you cannot afford. So the tax slab being increased to 12 lakhs is a very good thing, and it's around 12.75 lakhs for a salaried man, because standard deduction is around 75,000, which remained the same. We were expecting a standard deduction increase also to a 1 lakh. But it's 12.75 for a salaried man. Increase in this will definitely help the general common public to have more money in their hands, and now they can spend more on savings, and they can spend more on their consumption needs. It's a good thing, but as I said, important aspects like inflation, growing inflation, unemployment, which needs to be looked on. Even there are many safety issues in railways and all. We have seen many derailments in Odisha, everything. There are no safety net programs for such things I was expecting in the budget.
Nirmalasitharaman was also saying that during Indira Gandhi time there was only one AIMS. There are only few airports. When compared to now, it's about 100% more than what's there on Indira Gandhi time. How can we see this?
If you have seen, there was a leakage in Delhi airport, what they've built, and one
Yeah, the entire terminal was
collapsed. How can they say that? So
Okay.
maybe they're trying to increase the number, but the quality is very bad. We have seen leakages, and many airports are also not functioning as per they've told us.
So one more thing where we can see many of the central ministers who are also from Telangana region are least concerned about Telangana benefits. How can we see this?
They're busy bending down and stooping low before their central ministers and the prime minister. They have, as Kishan Reddy garu, Bandi Sanjay garu, I don't think they care enough about Telangana state as they do much to the religious politics, and only word they want to say is Jai Shri Ram and nothing to the public of Telangana. They have not put enough interest to serve the needs of the Telangana state and their public.
From couple of days, there is a war of words between Revant Reddy, Honorable CM of Telangana, and MOS HM Bandi Sanjay. How can we see this? Revant Reddy is saying that he'll rename BJP road where its office is there, and Bandi Sanjay is saying we can change the name of the road where AICC new building is constructed. Have both of them got any tips from UP?
Maybe. See, the BJP is only trying to tell anything wrong whatever the Congress does. It's not even appreciating. As we Congress leaders, if they do something good for the state, we appreciate their efforts. But the BJP is only behind, criticizing Revant Reddy. He's doing very good job in serving the needs. Have you ever seen a CM who serves for the general public? KCR garu you have seen. He's not even available to his own ministers, sitting in a farmhouse when he was the CM. So Revant Reddy is most.
He was also vocal today. He is saying that I'll attack very strong.
I didn't get you.
He was also very vocal yesterday, KCR. He told that he'll hit back harder.
Let's see. I don't think so.
So what do you think of KTR saying that he'll rename every monument which is named after Gandhis?
I have heard his one word saying that once they come to power, next time they'll rename the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. Also
anything which is named after Gandhis.
See, they are all great leaders. You erase their names, but the history remains. Their names remain in the history. So how much ever they try to do it, they cannot erase it from the hearts of the people. They are legacies which are being carried out in the hearts of the people.
One more thing, in Revant Reddy ji or any other IT minister of Telangana or any other minister are proudly saying that Telangana is the #1 state when it comes to per capita income. Does this budget has any relevance to this?
See, the per capita income, the southern states, as they are good development states, as I say, even when you compare Kerala, Tamil Nadu and all, compared to the northern parts, they have good development.
Except Andhra Pradesh.
Except Andhra Pradesh being a newly formed state, it has certain limitations, but it's trying to grow, and Telangana has good per capita income, but as I said, the unemployment issues and everything, they need to be addressed. We got this state for unemployment issues and our water and everything, so those has to be
Few months back, many of the Congress MPs, including Revant Reddy, before he resigned his MP, he was with many other co-parliamentarians. What do you think of that? Does Revant Reddy has any connections with BJP?
Why would he have any connections with BJP?
He is also from ABP.
He was his ideology. He has joined Congress party later. In his student days, maybe he was belonging, but now his only place at home is Congress party, and he will work for the Congress party till the end. Even people say that he's related to TDP's Chandrababu Naidu there and all, but he's full-fledgedly supporting Sharmila, who belongs to Congress party.
One more thing, there is also one thing in Rajya Sabha, BJP is not having much power when compared to Lok Sabha. What do you think, this JPC or any other thing, how is it working? Because in this session, it's not only about finance or budget, there is also many important things like JPC and all. How do you see this?
What is JPC?
Joint Parliamentary Committee.
Okay, I don't have any.
So, right. How can we see, like in this budget, they are also saying that many grants were given in the form of loan for many communities, like new entrepreneurs, for MSME departments and all. How can we see this?
They have given enough grants, but the implementation is the problem. Have you the MSME project has Mudra loans, for example. The policy is in implementation since a long time, but now when a general common man goes to a bank and asks Mudra loans, the bankers reply saying that there is no such policy, or there are middlemen and agencies who loot money in such schemes. So the implementation is where it is lacking. The central schemes like Mudra loans, the implementation is lacking.
One more thing, a few days back, MOS of Home Minister Bandi Sanjay ji said that if double bedroom flats or any other buildings which is constructed under PM Awas Yojana should be named as only PM Awas Yojana, not in the name of Indira Gandhi or any other Congress leaders. How can we see this? He also said that there will be no money given if you name after Gandhis.
As I've said, they are only.
Is it a loss? Can it be seen as a loss for the state, or it's an ideological war between two parties where people are losing their facilities?
It is the war between the egoistic politics, basically, politicians and everybody. Naming them, see, even the state puts funds in what the central has given to.
True.
So the state is in rule, it is in their hands to name it. It is not right for the central leaders to threaten saying that we will not give any money if you name it under certain XYZ Congress leader.
There is also a thing that where we distribute ration, PM's photo should be mandatory. How can we see that?
It's a personal promotion they want to do. Every Modi 3.0, Modi 1.0. It's always Modi and not about the Prime Minister's face. There's this personal agenda to promote Mr. Narendra Modi. So that is what.
How can we see this? Like we have discussed all the pros of the today's budget. What are the negative or the minus of today's budget?
As I've said, I'll talk about the pros first.
Yeah,
the increase in tax slab is a good pro. It will help the middle class family, which they were expecting to happen, and also they were expecting a TDS. That is also a good thing. There are good pros and all, but cons are the unemployment and the inflation issues which they fail to address in the budget.
What would be the solution, being a young leader or the person who is trying to endeave yourself into politics? How do you see as a solution? See, anyone can address the problem. Giving solution is leadership.
See, as just a day before the budget is presented, there is an economic survey being released by the same central government. So the economic survey says that there are certain growth aspects which needs to be balanced growth aspects that needs to take care. The budget fails to, reach certain areas, even the rural population. It talks about fancy words like, easing of doing business and all those fancy words, but implementation is what they're lacking. So good implementation will help and I feel that is the solution to.
So we have even we have Abdul from Aam Aadmi Party. So let us take even his words about the today's budget session. Hello, sir. Sir, am I audible? Sir, am I audible?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, what's your take on today's Parliament budgetary session, sir? What do you see as plus and what do you see as minus? We have even Rachana Reddy from Congress who is with us.
See, there is nothing special in this budget apart from the tax slabs, but it is saying that up to 12 lakhs there is no tax, but again there is some slab is there. So apart from this, I can't see much things really in this budget, to be very frank. And moreover, when it comes to get implemented, things will be different. That is more thing. And moreover, see, there was actually in the previous discussion, there was discussed about the poorest people of the India. There is nothing for them. And when it comes for the infrastructure development and everywhere, it has been discussed that actually after the BJP has come into the power, they have built a lot of highways, airports and everything. But normally when it comes to highways and airports, about this infrastructure, again, that is in the cost of the people.
Yes.
As an example, when you are traveling through these airports, there again you are paying the airport taxes.
Yeah, true.
Normally, when you book air ticket,
Actually, Abdulji, during the last Parliament session, actually it was not budget session. During last Parliament session, it was Raghav Chadha who took on the Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, the concerned minister of the airports, Ram Mohan Naidu. He asked the same point where they started in Kolkata, like 5 rupees coffee at the Janta canteen in Kolkata airport. People from other parties, when they make out a reasonable point rather than arguing or fighting around the bushes, it may work with the government. How do you see this? Because Raghav Chadha is the one who raised the point to Ram Mohan Naidu, and Ram Mohan Naidu is the person who implemented in other state, which is in Bengal, which is not even an NDA state or a BJP state. How can we see this?
So the thing is your voice is not that clear, so I'm not able to understand what exactly you're asking to me. Sorry for that, because there might be a problem with the audio. So can you repeat me once again? So please, I'll be able to understand this.
During previous Parliament session, it was Raghav Chadha who asked Ram Mohan Naidu, the Airways Minister, about the same thing, because airport rates are higher than what you think. Actually, the water bottle rate is also very high in the airports. Raghav Chadha questioned Ram Mohan Naidu the same thing, and after the question from Raghav Chadha, Ram Mohan Naidu implemented Janta canteen in Kolkata airport. How can we see this?
See, the thing is that Raghav Chadha, whatever he says, depending upon the ground reality and everything, the discussion has been taken place over there. Am I right?
Yes.
So what happened? See, Raghav Chadha, and even you can see Sanjay Singh also has raised a lot of things about on this particular points. It has been discussed and it has been raised by even Sanjay Singh also, as Raghav Chadha has raised. So there are things are there which we see there. Discussion has been held, but I am not exactly able to understand. So what should I say? Because I'm sorry to say that the audio is very not that clear to understand your question. That is my main problem I'm facing here. So anyhow, I just understood you want to discuss something about Raghav Chadha's interaction with some Ram Naidu something, right?
Ram Mohan Naidu.
Okay. So anyhow, so what I'm saying is about this particularly, you want to discuss me on about the tax things or what exactly? Because I'm not getting exactly into that.
So there is even Rachana Reddy from Congress who is representing Congress. Let's even take her words on this. How do you see this, ma'am, the airports thing?
Yes, Raghav Chadha has raised it in the parliament, saying that water bottle which costs 20 rupees in the airport is around 100 rupees.
Yeah,
so later, after that, they have implemented certain canteens at a subsidized rates. So it's a good implementation. Once somebody raises their voice in the parliament, which the BJP party usually tries to suppress, so it's a good.
No, he was from India. Ram Mohan Naidu is from India, not from BJP.
Yeah, he was from NDA. It's the same thing. It's their coalition party, right?
Yeah.
So as whatever the BJP does, they do. So he's a minister from NDA only,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So that's a good thing he has implemented, taking certain inputs from Raghav Chadha, a good leader also. So it's an appreciated move.
One more thing, as AAP and Congress both are in studio, how you both young leaders see Delhi's election?
I'll let him.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, so coming to the airport thing, so like what I feel is like I too travel to different like by air. So normally like all the airport has been privatized. Okay, so where again you need to pay the taxes when you are using the airport.
Yeah.
And no airport, like bigger airports, has been maintained by the government of India. It is under the government of India, but it has been managed and taken care by the private companies and private players. So when they are providing the services, they are charging the charges to the common people, whoever the travelers. Travelers has to bear that charges. So this is what actually I just want to like say about this airport thing.
One more thing, sir. If AAP has got any power as MPs in Delhi, what would be AAP's reaction? Because AAP had never got an MP in Delhi.
I'm sorry, like still I'm facing the issue with the audio.
Sir, if at all AAP has got any MP from Delhi, what would be its reaction?
Like if AAP is winning in Delhi, definitely AAP is going to win the Delhi elections, and we will continue the benefits, whatever they like till now we have done the benefits to the people of Delhi. We will continue that benefits, and we will try to benefit more to the people, and we will try to work more harder than us. Till now, whatever like the hard work has been taken, the same thing will be continued, and we'll try to introduce some more good things to the people of Delhi. That is definitely we are going to work for the people of Delhi.
So, how is AAP looking at this budget, sir?
This budget, as I told you very clearly about this budget, there is nothing much discussed about this budget. There is nothing actually like be given much benefits to the people of India. Apart from taxation, I don't see anything good, and that too, implementation is a big question.
Coming to you, ma'am, what was the
There is
most?
nothing like, okay, as a speech we can take it, and we can say okay, we can welcome over some decisions, but again the question mark is the implementation of the policies. That is more and more important. And about any other sectors, I think there is nothing much to discuss. And about the broadband to the schools, we can see the situation of government schools today in India. Even BJP rules states also, the government schools are very bad, in a very bad condition. Even people they doesn't want their kids to go to that schools. So I don't think much about this government schools like broadband to the, like see, if we are going to provide the broadband to the government schools, will the government schools have that infrastructure to use the broadband services?
That's
True.
Are they in a position to use that services? That is more important, right?
Let's take the reaction of Rachana Reddy on the same word, sir. Please.
Even at the same point, I agree with him. The infrastructure, they don't have basic washroom facilities even in the government schools.
True.
What will Wi-Fi and broadband services help them?
No, where they are also saying that PM that Shauchalaya Yojana is also working a lot. It's clearing many problems in rural government schools and all.
We'll take them and go to the rural areas in person and then let them see what the condition is.
So one more thing, how would you see this entire thing in the budget? No school or no other things were mentioned. How can we see this?
They're neglecting education. See, as I said, for now the current
They
situation.
also said national education policy. It's also not working out.
National education policy, yeah, it's not working out. There are a lot of limitations on it, and the implementation of NEP, where several students face a lot of problems. You know, centralizing the education, be CUET exams or the NET exams, paper leakages. There are problems like that. And also, when you talk about the employment generation, as I said, it's the basic problem. So for that we need a lot of AI technology, and we have to cope up with other countries. We have to compete in the global world. So such policies need to be. We were expecting more such policies on how to train and upskill the youth of this nation, but that were lacking in the budget.
Actually, yesterday Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi spoke few sore words about President Draupadi Murmu. How are you looking at it?
I haven't heard that.
Rahul Gandhi was saying poor woman kind of things to Draupadi Murmuji.
I don't think he would have said that.
Okay. Sir, am I audible to you? Sir, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are audible to me. I can hear you.
Sir, how are you seeing Rahul Gandhi's and Sonia Gandhi's words yesterday on President of India?
Rahul Gandhi's?
How are you seeing Rahul Gandhi's and Sonia Gandhi's words on President of India yesterday?
See, to be very frank, I don't want to comment on other things because see, everyone opinions are different, their of thinking and everything is totally different. So I leave up to them whatever they are saying, but when it comes to AAP, the things will be totally different. So I don't want to comment much more on these things.
Sir, okay. What is Telangana youth expecting from Central? As per you?
See, Telangana, they have expectations from the central government because actually currently they need a lot of support from the central government. What I expect is because Telangana is I think they are struggling for the funds to run the government. So definitely they should get the support from central government, but I don't think so. Let's see what will happen. And what this Triple R also, there's some discussion has been going on with the central government. They agreed to do something. So exactly, let us see the things how they are react, because again the party and party differences is there, because actually central government has been ruled by the BJP and the Telangana state is being ruled by the Congress. So there might be a conflict of the party something. Let us see what is going to happen.
So
I'll take a word on that.
Yeah, please.
So the state, how BRS party had given it to Congress, it was a debt-ridden state. So what they've shown in numbers, as our ministers have already spoken, is false. Those numbers are not such big, and it's a debt-ridden state. And now our chief minister and our ministers are trying very hard to do what they have, do the best with what they have. They're seeking funds from they're bringing up many educations, skill university kind of things and all. So a lot of support is needed from the central, but I don't think there is same reaction from the central, because it's anyways a Congress ruled state. Why would they want to give more funds here?
One more thing, because if you see in Mulugu, they have got tribal university over there. If you go to Nizamabad, they have got this turmeric board. Or if you, the cotton has also increased its production in Telangana. Cotton farmers are also happy. The red chili farmers, if you take chili farmers, who are more higher on Adilabad, Nirmal this side. How can we see this all? I mean, what would be good for them if Central shows some sympathy over?
See, Telangana is a most rural kind of a state. Only Hyderabad is developed, but the rural needs a lot of support from the central government to to generate such employment opportunities for the people there. Our CM is trying very hard to introduce skill universities so that they're upskilled and they have all that facilities and they can perform and compete in the outer world. So that is what I think. So there needs a lot of support. The central government should look on an empathy basis and even provide such funds to Telangana also.
There is also a thing in Telangana that many people are not getting Raitu Bandhu or any other scheme which was promised by Congress. What's your take on that?
It is implemented, and there might be some issues. We have already raised portals for that. If there are issues, they can come and then they are all implemented.
There are also complaints on this change of
Raitu Bharosa.
No, not Raitu Bharosa. It's the land registration. Dharani portal was also a big issue. How Congress is dealing with this?
Dharani portal was a big scam. It is not as easy as you see on a portal. There are many unassigned lands and everything were taken by the previous BRS rule party. So we are trying to revamp it and make it better and more like transparent to the public.
What about Kaleshwaram? Revant Reddy ji or directly Rahul Gandhi also came to Kaleshwaram and he exposed the cracks and all during why Congress is not acting against KCR, KTR or any other person or the builder of that Kaleshwaram? Why it's not acting against them?
It is in the pipeline, they will act. It's not like they're not acting.
Because KTR was called by ED, CID and everyone for a e-formula thing. But there were many complaints against him. For example, Kaleshwaram. There were many other things where he can be caught red-handedly. But why Congress is showing a very sweet hand to him?
It is not. We have 4 more years of time and then he will know.
So you'll take time and you'll see everything and you'll arrest.
Yes.
You'll take the advantage of KTR. He also
KTR
KTR is also wanting that. He also saying that I'll do yoga, I'll concentrate on my fitness and I'll get back again.
He's busy with his son in the US. I think he's busy with his daughter or son in the US.
Okay.
Right. So it is not Padayatra or anything that, but we'll take time. We have 4 more years of time and then we'll expose them.
As per your view, what are the present plus for Telangana Congress government and what are the minus for present Congress government in Telangana? As per your view, because you are into youth much.
As I said, the chief minister with a lot of aura and everything, so he's trying to do the best. When you have seen the previous chief minister, he was not even available to his own ministers. Our chief minister on a daily basis, his schedule is out and he meets general public and knows the pulses of the common man. So that is a very big plus. Our ministers are working very hard. They work 18 hours a day in the 24 hours time they have, and they're trying to do the best with what they have. And as far as I've seen, it's just 1 year. You cannot judge the progress of any government in just 1 year. You need more time, and then we have 4 more years of time. We are trying to do our best, and that is what, there are no cons. I feel they're doing the best.
Previously, Congress or other parties blamed TRS or now BRS for getting the MLAs from the other parties. Now Congress is repeating the same thing. Is it tit for tat?
It is not. It is like if they have done that, why should we not do it? If the MLAs are themselves happy with the Congress party, they are themselves coming by. If there is no force or bribing.
One of the person who came from TRS to Congress is the person 1 week back who protested against Congress. Mr. Danam Nagendra. How can you say that?
I have no comments on it. So.
Okay. So how are you looking at the thing happening all over India as per now? Because again farmer protest is on its peaks. How can you see that?
See, there is a lot of anti-incumbency against the BJP party. Now the South has actually come out of it, but the northern states, they're trying to hold it with this religious agenda. So that will slowly, the people will know it slowly, and finally I think will make a secular nation and not a religious based nation as the BJP does.
How do you see this Revant Reddy calling Modi Bada Bhai?
He never called Modi Bada Bhai.
He
Bada Bhai, Chota Bhai, Adani and Modi's nexus, you mean?
No, in Nizamabad Sabha, Revant Reddy ji openly told Modi Mera Bada Bhai hai.
That is the personal normal thing. I think he doesn't mean real own brother, right?
Okay. So before the conclusion, how are you looking all over Telangana? Because there are many issues all over Telangana which should be conveyed to central government, and hence the relaxation should be given to the state. What are the main problems which central government should consider for Telangana?
See, firstly, Telangana state, I have said, with the promises that the Congress party has done, be it the free bus, many of them, women are able to come out of their homes and travel, and they have that independency now. And other schemes as well, Raitu Bandhu, they're all being implemented, they're in the pipeline, they're in the process. So certain problems like, lot of infrastructural needs that the Telangana state needs now, be it the phase 2 of railways, metro or Musi rejuvenation, which is good for so these kind of things are, CM is regularly meeting central ministers for asking funds and all that. So hope they respond positively and we get a good feedback from them.
So what is the youth of Telangana saying about the current government?
Youth is happy, we have job calendar and then everything.
Why there is 144 section all around Hyderabad?
I don't know what is it.
Due to government exam students protest, there is 144 section in Hyderabad.
See, you in the previous, how many paper leaks? Not even one
True, I accept. See, that was the reason why people removed KCR or
KCR.
BRS government. At least after 1 year, there should be some or the other relaxation for the students, right?
Yeah.
How do you look at that?
It will happen eventually. It's not a one day thing, so it will happen.
So, this was our interaction with Congress Rachana Reddy and AAP Abdul about present situation in Telangana and overall view about the parliamentary budgetary session which was presented by Nirmalasitharaman. She is a lady who is full-time Vitt Mantri, and she is the only female leader in India who presented central finance bill for the consecutive 8th time. Let us appreciate what's happening in India. A woman has presented 8 times budget of union budget of India. It's a very honor for Indian women, and let us hope everything goes on well with the government. Hope central government give every subsidy or a positive presence to both of the Telugu states and entire nation. Let's hope for the prosperous dream come true of every Indian citizen. Let us meet with another interesting episode and another interesting chit chat with our leaders and young personalities of the society. Let us meet with another episode. Until then, Jai Hind.